what you do have. Focus on what you're grateful for and write that down and focus on it. I want you to set goals that are in line with what you're passionate about. If you're not passionate about being a top 10 coach, don't put that on your goal board. If that's not something that you care about, if you don't believe in accolades, or maybe you're thinking in your head, rather than that, I want to be able to retire from my job. Maybe that's an accolade that you want to have rather than, a title. Focus on what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about getting trophies and medals and walking across stage, hell yeah, girlfriend, put that on your vision board. So you have to write down what you're passionate about and be honest with yourself. And for me, it honestly comes down to financial freedom. So everybody has what they're passionate about. You have to just focus on it. And don't think that because Virginia has something on her vision board and you have something on yours and I have something on mine that they all have to be the same. So do what you're passionate about, because you're more likely to hit goals that you're excited about and passionate about than goals that you feel like you have to hit in order to be successful, if that makes sense. And then another thing I want you to think about is, how do you want to feel in your business and in your personal life? How do you want to feel? So do you want to feel like you have less stress in your business? Okay, perfect, great. Do you want to feel like you are, a leader being recognized for all your great movements and, different accolades that you're hitting throughout the year? Okay, that's good. Focus on how you want to feel, because then you can really align your behaviors with your goals. So I really hope that you guys are being true to yourself and kind of honoring your spirit as a business owner, as a person, that you want to feel a certain way. And maybe you want to feel the way you feel right now, but there are actions that have to take place in order for that to happen. So just be mindful of that you can't change the way you feel or grow in a certain way if you're not willing to change certain actions, okay? And then other than that, I might hand it over to Jen, and I want her she'll go over some questions for you guys, and they honestly make you think. I was going over them this morning. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good. Even after almost 4 years in the business, I'm still thinking of new things. I'm changing and adapting my vision and my goals. So every year you do this. I bet you if you did this every week, it would be different. So these are really good practices to implement. And then the last little point I wanted to make was that follow your soul's calling. As hippy-dippy as this sounds, focus more on the why and less on the how, okay? Because lots of times we get caught up in, how am I going to hit diamond? How am I going to do this? It's insane. But if you're following your soul's calling, if you truly want to help people and you're truly passionate about sharing the products and the programs, this will come. Focus less on the how. Focus less on the nuances of okay, so I need to message probably 100 people, and if a percentage of 10% say yes, no, stop it. Stop focusing on the how, focus on the why, and the how just falls into place. Okay, kind of release some of that to the universe and be like, I trust in you, oh great divine, or whatever God you believe in or don't believe in. I believe that you have got this, girlfriend. So I'm going to focus on the why every single day.
I love it. Love it, Kirsten. And I wanted to add a little bit to that before I get into these questions here. I was listening to a podcast, Earn Your Happy. I know I posted in our team page. I absolutely love it. And she really was speaking to me the other day, but she was talking about getting outside your comfort zone, because that is where the magic happens. And I was kind of reflecting on this last year, and I was like, wow, I have been playing it safe. I really did. I looked back also on a little notepad I had, and I set my goals for 2017. You guys, I reached one of them out of 12. One of them. And I was like, what? That's crazy. But you know what? I progressed. I got further than I was when I started in 2017. So I wanted to still, pat myself on the back because I made progress, but I was playing it safe. I got asked to do a speaking engagement at a Super Saturday, and I saw this message, and I was like, this would be so good. I need to do it, but it freaks me out. So I sat there and thought about it. I text Kirsten. She was like, oh my gosh, do it. And then I went to reply the next day, and Brittany was like, oh no, we've already filled your spot. And I was like, see, that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been playing it safe. I get scared, and I take a moment, and I missed an opportunity, and Carl Deichler is going to be there. I could have met him. I'm like, what am I doing? I need to Stop being so afraid. So if you guys are kind of like that, I know I am, you need to get outside your comfort zone, go live, do things that freak you out, because honestly, you guys, it will help your business go forward, grow, and all of those great things. Okay, grab your planners. If you guys do not have your planners or take notes, I'm going to go over a couple dates because I want to make sure that you guys know what is going on in January so you can absolutely rock it, okay? So I know Kirsten and I are both doing our own challenge groups. So if you don't have a challenge group going on, jump into ours. That's what it's for. Make sure that you participate, but you can always join into our challenge groups. We both have one starting January 1st. This is for anyone. This is for anybody doing any Beachbody workout program, okay? So if you are not in a challenge group for January, message one of us and get into our groups. January 6th is Super Saturday. Post in your team page, find one that's near you. Seriously, you guys, Super Saturday is amazing. And I know they're going to be announcing where the next Success Club trip will be, which is huge and awesome. And you guys want to make sure you're there for that. And announcements will be there. And you're just going to learn, be surrounded by people. It's in that podcast the other day too, she was talking about how you're not going to get outside your comfort zone from the comfort of your house. And that's me, you guys. I love staying at home, but you need to get out there. You need to go do stuff, meet people. I know I've went to Super Saturdays by myself before and felt uncomfortable, but every time I'm like, wow, that was awesome. I'm so glad I went. So if you're one of those people that love being at home, you love, being in your own world, go to a Super Saturday, get outside your comfort zone and go learn, and it will be awesome. January 8th, Success Club trip invites go out for the next one, okay? So this year we're going to Riviera Maya, and invites are going to go out on the 8th for the next one, okay, you guys? And oh my gosh, last year was the first time I got to go because I was in school, so I never got to go on a Success Club trip. We went to Dominican, and it was absolutely amazing. So put that on your vision board, going on a Success Club trip, you guys. You can earn that trip free if you're hitting Success Club 5, Success Club 10 every month. That's how you earn the money to go on this trip that'll pay for it, okay? And more details are up on the FAQ. You can dive into that. I don't know if we have anyone from the UK on here, but Success Club or Super Saturday is on January 14th for the UK. And then January 15th, what's going on? You guys should all know this date, okay? 80-Day Obsession kicks off on January 15th. If you guys are not doing 80-Day Obsession, you are insane. Seriously, unless you're pregnant, which I know I have a coach who's pregnant, so she gets a bye. But other than that, you guys should totally be doing it with us. This is going to grow your business, and it's going to make you get outside your comfort zone and get in awesome shape. It's going to challenge you, but it's going to be freaking amazing. An 80-day program is long, but seriously, that's when you can get awesome results. 80 days, 21 days, sometimes you don't really see a huge change. 80 days, 3 months, you can get some incredible results. Share your journey, and that's when you're going to get people wanting to join you. They're going to be like, what is this girl doing? After a month, 2 months, you're going to really see results, and people are going to want to join you when they see you change not only your body, but your mindset and all of that good stuff. So 80-Day Obsession, January 15th. Also on January 15th, Team Cup registration opens for February, and we'll have more details about that. And last one, January 16th, vegan flavors come to Canada. Woo, finally. Cafe latte and vanilla, I believe it is. So those are big things. Brittany's pumped. Those are huge things. Make sure that you guys have those all written down and know about them. You need to be informed for your business, okay? That's the best thing you can do. Know these dates, have them written down, plan for them, get excited for them, post about them before they happen, okay? So I want to make sure you guys have those all written down. If you have any questions, just post in the chat here. All right, now we're going to switch it up from planner stuff to diving back into our visions and going after 2018. So I want you guys to stop what you're doing, listen to me, okay? Focus on me. And you can write this down if you want, but I'm going to ask you a question and then you're going to write down your answer, okay? So the question is, what will you be able to do if you reach your vision that you cannot do right now? Okay? I'm going to say it again just in case. What will you be able to do if you reach your vision that you cannot do right now? Okay? So take a moment to write that down. So whether that might be staying home with your kids and being more present with your family. You're tired of working all the time and you want to be home more often and be with your kids or be with your family. Or you're tired of going to work because it's just not a good environment and you're not enjoying it and you would rather be your own boss and you would rather be working from home or be part-time instead of being there, 40 hours a week. You'd rather be there 30 hours a week and get to be at home more and work on your own business. Kirsten, you can add to this too, some other stuff, examples.
Yeah, so it has such a ripple effect, right? Because if you're hitting your goal, let's say your goal is you work two jobs and you want to just go down to working one job so that you have time for friends, family. Think about the ripple effect that has for the people around you, not just you. How will the people around you benefit because of you hitting your goal? And I always think about that because I've been able to spend so much time with my parents and with my nephew. I've been seeing my nephew so much over the past few years, watching him grow up. We're so close because I get to spend Tuesday afternoons with him and Wednesday mornings, and I get to spend all this time with him. So think about the ripple effect, not just how it's going to benefit you. Okay. And this can be a pretty big question to ask, right? Because it's asking you, how would your life change if you hit this goal? And you're thinking like, oh, I don't know. I've always been thinking about the process. I've been thinking about how to hit that goal. I haven't really thought about how I'm going to feel when I get there. So I love this question. I love how it gets you to think about that. You guys ready to move on to the next one? Okay. I'm going to take that as a yes. So this kind of goes off what I was just saying. Write down what will be different for your family, your friends, your peers, or your community because of you hitting this goal. So what would be different for the people around you if you hit your goal? Would their environment change? Would their mood change? Would their living circumstances change? What changes for them if you hit your goal? And it's kind of crazy how interconnected all of this is, right? You think, oh yeah, well, if I make this much money, we'll be able to afford, X, Y, and Z. Well, what does that mean for the people around you, right? It's a much more global, I don't know. Have you guys seen the movie, The Butterfly Effect? Okay. Well, anyways, that's like what it's about. All right. And then I'll let Jen go with the next one.
Oh, I don't remember which was the last
No,
one.
that's okay. It's the fourth bullet point.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Are you willing to commit to the actions needed to reach your vision? Commitment. I listened to another awesome podcast about, are you interested or are you committed? And I felt like this last year I was interested in a lot of things. And this year my goal is to be committed to everything. So this is even for like 80-day obsession. I know we've been talking about it a lot and you may be a little nervous. I'm a little nervous and you could be thinking, oh, I'll just do my best and I'm going to try it out. No. I want you to be like, I am going to rock this program because I'm going to get amazing results. I'm going to feel amazing. I'm going to be a better person because of this program. I'm going to be a better friend. I'm going to be a better wife or girlfriend. I'm going to be a better daughter, sister, brother, whatever. And it's going to correlate with my business. If I get awesome results, I'm going to be able to show people that these at-home workout programs actually work. And I'm going to be able to move my business forward because of me getting awesome results and sharing my journey. So you see how that ripple effect works, because you're committed and you are going to do this program and you're going to rock it. And that's your own journey, you guys. That's not even, sending a bunch of invites. That's the root of your business, is showing those results and showing that journey and showing that you are a real person and showing that you used to binge on food all the time, or you used to be 50 pounds overweight. Showing that journey is what is going to take your business to the next level.
Yeah. And I think it's important to know that when we talk about, are you committed, that has to do with the passion that you have for that goal, right? So if you're saying that, oh, I want to hit diamond, like, cool, that's awesome. That's like something we all, in our business, if we want to grow, we want to get there. But like, if you're not passionate about it, maybe you need to reword it, right? Maybe you need to say, okay, I want to help as many people launch a successful business as I can this year. That's my goal, is to help people launch this business, and it'll result in diamond. So then your goal is far more in line with your passion, because just simply hitting the accolade doesn't really do it for you. Your spirit's not like, yes, I want that. It's like, no, like if I get to change, not only, let's say 8 people starting really successful Beachbody business. If I help them do that, think about how many lives they're going to change, right? Butterfly effect. It's all connected. So yes. So figuring out if you're willing to commit or be interested, that's important. And the next one is, who have you shared your vision or your goals with? Are they just on a sticky note in your office? Where are they? Where are those goals? Who have you shared them with? Because we know what we think about expands. We're able to manifest joy, manifest stress, manifest sadness, simply by what we focus on and what we talk about and what we really breathe life into. Who have you shared your goals with? Have you shared it with your boyfriend or your husband or your partner? Have you shared them with your best friend who has nothing to do with Beachbody? Have you shared them with your friends and your parents? I think it's really important for us to realize that we need to start talking about this more, because getting the support of people outside of our Beachbody community is really important, because a lot of people have no clue what we do. So by being able to reach out and share our goals with them makes a huge difference. So I want you to write down, if you haven't shared with anybody, who you're going to share with and who you're going to talk to about this, and tell them why you're passionate about it. But figure out who you're going to talk to about this. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? Jen, do you want to go?
Which one do you want me to say?
The one right after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
3, 4, 5, 6. How often have you looked at your vision since you wrote it down? So this is something that you need to be looking at every single day. Write it on a sticky note, put it in the bathroom, put it beside your bed, put it in your daily planner if you're obsessed with your daily planner like I am. Put it somewhere that you're going to read it every single day. And I remember as a new coach, I was listening to a call. I think it was Brittany Leggett was saying how every single morning she would get up, and this was when she was a brand new coach. This was before she accomplished anything with Beachbody. And she would wake up every single morning, and she said she would read her vision board. She was working full time, and she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. She wanted to bring her husband home from the military, and she would read over that vision every single morning. And I remember listening to it, and I was like, that's kind of crazy that she reads it every single day. But now looking back and now being more into Beachbody, more into goal setting than I ever have before, I was like, yes, it's mandatory. You need to, look at that vision every day, because you're going to wake up some days and be like, I don't want to invite. I don't want to do my workout. I don't, that's normal. That's a normal human being feelings. And I get it. And I'm sure Kirsten does too. But if you have this connection to your vision and you're so passionate about this vision, that's when you're going to do it, even if you don't feel like it. So you need to have this vision written down so you can see it every single day. So those days that you don't feel like doing shit, you're going to be like, all right, I'm going to put on my big girl panties and I'm going to do the hard shit that I don't feel like doing. But it's going to get me closer to this vision that I've created for myself. Okay? We have 10 minutes left. Just warning everyone.
Okay, the next one. What actions do you have to take to make progress on your goal? Because we know that goals don't just happen if you think about them. That helps. It helps when they're at the forefront of your mind, but your actions have to match your intentions. So think about what actions you have to take to get there. If you know right now, you probably know 5 things you're not doing that are holding you back. You probably know 5 things. It's probably one of them is I hate going live, or I hate going on my stories. I hate inviting people. I never know what to say. I struggle with posting every day on social media. You probably know a few things that you need to do to hit your goals. And there's seriously simple actions that you need to take. So I want you to write down what actions you need to take to hit your goal, so that when you look at this in a month, when after that January high is kind of like, oh, are you gonna keep going, or are you gonna like fall off the train? You need to decide, okay, am I doing these actions? And truly, none of these actions are going to, once you start doing them, you're like, oh gosh, why was I so scared to do this? Who cares? Like if you get someone saying no to you, isn't that the worst that could happen, right? And people, you want to know how many times people say no to me in Virginia every single day? A lot, okay? Like probably more than say yes, okay? If that makes you feel any better. So people say no all the time. And you have to realize that in the world of network marketing and our business, it's okay to say no. And actually no's are sometimes what people go for. People strive to hit 100 no's in a month. That's their goal. Because you know what? If you got 100 no's, chances are you probably got like 10 or 20 yeses, right? So I want you guys to focus on what actions you need to take. And then the next one, Jen, do you want me to do that one too, or do you want to do that one?
You can do it.
What risks or barriers exist that might get in the way of you reaching your goal? If you know the barriers that are in the way, not only can you kind of game plan ahead of time, right? You can psych yourself up. You can figure out, how do I remove this barrier? What am I going to do to make this less of an issue and less of a fear of mine so that I can hit my goal? But you need to be able to address them, face them head on. And for me, honestly, it was some super judgmental friends and family. That was my biggest barrier when it came to running my business. I was terrified of what they would say. So what it came down to was actually confronting them and sharing with them how happy I was and saying that Beachbody has been such a blessing to my life. And ever since then, they were like, oh, well, how do we make fun of Kirsten for something that's like, helped her with anxiety, helped her with her struggle with weight gain, and helped her, financially not have to. And they see me. I don't work out of the home other than 2 days a week. They see that. So showing them that this has changed my life made a really, really big difference. So figuring out what your barrier is and addressing it. I bet you a lot of us have the same barriers in here. Sometimes people are scared of what people at work might think. They're like, do they think I'm going to quit right away? Are they going to see my posts? There's ways around that. So figuring out what your barriers are. And then I'll let Jen, you can do the last one.
Yes. Last one is, how can I best support and help you achieve your goals and vision? So myself or Kirsten or whoever your upline is, reach out for support, reach out for accountability. We are here to help and support and encourage and motivate and help you build a successful business too. Obviously, we can't do the work for you, but we can be here to support and motivate and encourage you along the way. So if you are sitting there writing down these goals and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to do them, so I need somebody to hold me accountable, send us a message, write out all of this, save it to your computer, print it out so that you have it, and send it to your coach so that they have it too. So, in March when they're like, where did Alex go? Oh, well, she sent me this. This is what she wanted to do. I don't know what happened where she's not on social media anymore. I haven't heard from her for 2 months. Then you can send them a message. Hey girl, remember how you made this vision? Where are you? What's going on? So make sure that you have somebody to hold you accountable. Maybe you don't want it to be your coach. Maybe you want it to be your husband or your success partner or anyone, but make sure that you have somebody holding you accountable to these goals.
And I think it's super important. I have seen the benefit of having a success partner in the last year, especially to ground you and to like level you out, to say, okay, like I understand that you're stressed out and you're bummed that you didn't hit this goal, but like shake your head, you're fine. Like things are good. Life is good. And we're making a difference. We're making an impact. And having a support system of, you know, people on level playing field as you, I think really matters, because sometimes we get intimidated by our upline or we feel like we're not like on the same level. But having like someone within your wheelhouse, someone within your, you know, coaching level is always nice because they understand, right? So, and I don't mean that by rank, I mean that kind of by level of action, level of enthusiasm, just someone that matches your business style. That always helps. And it's helped me immensely get over some, you know, low lows in my business, but also to celebrate with me the high highs of my business too. So I know this call was full of, we asked a lot of you guys as far as, you know, questions and getting you guys to really dive deep and think. But what I want you to do with that information is, if you have teams of your own, this is probably a good topic for you guys to have a call of your own if your team isn't on this call. This is a really good topic for you to go live in your downline and ask the same questions of your team and get them talking and engaged. Because like I said, the goal for 2018 is building community, and to realize that I know for a fact that if this was taken away from me, if the money was taken away, if I knew that I could still help people and be supported along the way in my own journey, I'd still do it, because it's a hobby that pays me really well. And if it didn't pay me, I would still have a hobby. Because I don't know if you guys know me and Jen, but we're kind of homebodies. So like having, you know, something to do and making an impact really matters. So I hope you take this information and you don't just keep it to yourself. I hope you apply it and actually share it with the people around you and on your team.
Yes. All right. We have like 3 minutes left. I know I'm going to post in our team page, and I'm going to post these questions again. So I want you guys to do this today, to write down, you know, the answers to these questions that we asked you. Hopefully you have some like thoughts in your head or some jot notes that you made, but I'm going to post it in our team page so that you can answer them and share them and put it out into the world and manifest those things. Okay. If you guys have any questions, anyone have any questions? I know I'm excited. I'm super excited. And is anyone like kind of a freak and absolutely loves that January 1st falls on a Monday? Like, I don't know about you guys, but that just makes me like so happy.
Yeah, your OCD is showing just a little bit.
Yes, I love it. And if anyone else is feeling like a chubby little kid, it's okay. I do too. You know, I overdid it a little bit on the holidays. That makes us human. So if you're like, ooh, I'm going to have to start over on Monday, that is okay. Makes you human. Share about it. All right. Yes, Heather, it makes us planner addicts happy. That's for sure. Yes, it does. Okay. That was awesome, you guys. I'm sweating. I'm fired up. I'm about to go work out. Might be thanks to my Energize, but super, super excited for this. I'm going to make sure to post in our team page. Let's make sure that you actually answer these questions. Write it down. Tomorrow is January 1st, so make sure let's do it today before you go out and party or whatever you're going to do tonight. Do it this morning, because tomorrow morning is January 1st, and we are about to absolutely kill 2018. Okay, you guys?
I'm excited.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Have an amazing New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year.
Soon.